What's going on, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video on the No Scrum YouTube channel. Before I start, remember to hit the notification button, subscribe, and hit the like button. We have a giveaway at the end, so stay tuned. But today, we're doing a Fortnite Chapter 3, Season 1 POI tier list. Now, it's still quite early on in the season. Still a lot of dead space on the map around the centre with just smaller POIs, vaults, and stuff like that. We're not going to be covering things like that. However, we will be covering all of the main POIs that are named at the moment. Without further ado, let's just jump into it. Now, we've got the standard tiers S, A, B, C, D, and we'll just start from the top and work our way down. I will be including where certain mythics are. However, at the moment, the mythics aren't anything super extraordinary. They're just for fun, and we like that, to be fair. So first of all, we got Camp Cuddle. Now, Camp Cuddle, pretty good POI. You've got the main building, you've got all the top buildings, so there's a lot of elevation changes, and with the meta, with the MK, it's quite fun to play around with and see different things that are about. So it's quite a well put together POI for using actual cover that they've built into the map rather than just building. And the mythic is really the revolver isn't anything special. I've used it this season thinking it would be cool. It's nothing special. So we're going to put it A tier. I quite like this. If nothing else, for the name Camp Cuddle, nice and wholesome. Can't complain about that, can we? We've got Chonkas Speedway. I'm not going to lie, I hate this POI. I do come out of it, but generally with no heals left, if there is any fighting, there's a lot of running to do. It's right on the edge of zone. You do get Jonesy. There is a bit to one side where you do get rifts as well. So if you don't know that, you can run to the rifts. That's also amazing. But really, it's nothing special. Condo Canyon. I quite like this POI. Now, if you do get Chonker uncontested, you can rotate to Condo pretty damn easily, to be honest. I'm going to put it B. It's good for fighting. It's all right for loot. There's some Spider-Man mythics just off the top round here, where my cursor is. If you do want to rotate to there, we'll move straight on again. Coney Crossroads. Now, I feel, personally, like Coney is sort of a replacement for like Pleasant Park or Salty. It gives that type of vibe. It's very retail-esque, you know. It's just that POI with buildings that's cool. I'm gonna put that in A tier because it's a nice place to fight early on. It's not too massive, so you know, if you do get a gun, you're generally gonna win the first fights and then be able to move on accordingly. Now, Greasy Grove. Where do we put Greasy Grove? It's got the Chug Splash mythic, which you can get out of a llama as well this season, and I do enjoy it. It's a good POI. We're going to put this S tier. It's got nostalgia built into it. Obviously, it's very much like Pleasant Park because they were built pretty similar in the first map in Chapter 1, and it's continued that way. It's got the Taco Man for Taco Time, which we love. The music's great. I've generally won most fights out of here. If you do follow my Twitch and you've seen, I can beam in this POI. I own this place, so I like it. Now Logjam. It's gonna go in D, and you probably are like, why? Logjam's alright loot. Now it's got alright loot. The main buildings are cool. But one, there's not that many loot spots realistically, and there's so many angles you can get beamed from. There's so many hills around. You can get pinched quite easily from other, because there's loads of small buildings around it. So I'm not the biggest fan. I've always died there, or at least gone down and had to get res. So it's going there. Rocky Rails, I'm putting S. Now, if you see me on Twitch, when I do solo arena, that's the only place I land. I love Rocky Rails. It's really solid. The loot's good. There's a lot of dead space in the middle, so if you can control the outer areas properly and get the kills before you loot the center, you generally come out pretty well. You can beam people as well when you land if you get top. There's a lot of cool places there. I know another streamer makes a lot of content, Joe, that did some really fun things in the green screen room with the skin, the Rick and Morty skin in the green style. Really fun. Really enjoyed it, not going to lie. And it's a good POI. Now, Sanctuary, I'm going to put A tier. The problem with Sanctuary is you can get griefed hella hard. It's got the Mythic MK, which fries your enemies. If you are good at aiming and you have that gun, you are just unstoppable. It's got the Hot Rock Dualies, which is really fun, really interesting to use as well. But if someone lands on the other side, shoots Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he will grief your game if you're closer to him than the person that originally shot him. Good area, good loot. I do enjoy landing here, but that's the reason why it's not S. Otherwise, it would be S tier. Without even blinking an eye, it would be S tier. Shifty Shafts. This goes A tier. It just, well, love it. Love it. The nostalgia landing there for the first time in Chapter 3 of Season 1. The nostalgia vibes. I used to land there back when I was playing on PlayStation, way before I was making content on the game. Before I was doing anything, I loved landing there all the time. Still do. Even now, I land there, I get this warm, fuzzy feeling. Fortnite did its job bringing this POI back. And the extra shafts that is added around the top, great. That leads to more interesting fights, more often than not, and a very hectic but enjoyable start of your game. Sleepy sound. If you've seen me play, it's annoying. It's an annoying POI. It is a place where there's loads of boats so that you can get away quite easily if you get weak. There are a few buildings where you can't build properly in them because of the way the building is. So I don't enjoy it. I like landing here sometimes just for a bit of zest. However, generally, I must say, it's not the best place to land. I know someone had to say it. It's really far away as well. It's like really up the top of the map. So if you get a south pulling zone, oh my, you've got to go through basically every other POI, all the dead space, and then the other POIs. And it's just not really ideal. But we'll move on swiftly because it's making me sleepy. The Joneses. I think it's a solid B tier POI. It's got the mythic dub, the dub, which I think is actually probably at the moment the best shotgun in the game, to be honest. However, even without that, it's got all right loot. It's a bit open. There is a interesting few places that you can, like bushes that you can get angles in and stuff like that, which I sort of feel like they've built the season more upon anyways. It's a cool place. It's different than the rest because of the way the buildings are and all of that different thing that they've put into building the map. However, I'm not the biggest fan, so I'll put it B tier. You might think differently. If you think differently, feel free to leave a comment down below. Like, honestly, feel free. The Daily Bugle put in here, obviously, because Spider-Man has released. The day this video goes out, Spider-Man is now in the cinemas. So they added this as a little bit of extra Marvel Fortnite crossover. Really fun. I do like how it's built. When I first landed there, I thought it'd be more towards the new Tilted. It would be the hot drop. Everyone would want to land there. But I haven't seen that many people land there. I have had a lot of third parties come through from the areas sort of northwest of it, northeast, that sort of has semicircle around it. And I quite enjoy it. However, it's also just annoying. You try and go anywhere, you drop off onto the Spider-Man thing. Not fun to me. I don't know where to put this on the list. I have to put it C. Just because of all the webs have made it really difficult to traverse. However, this is only my choices, you know? This is my tier list. So if you disagree, if you think something should be changed, feel free to drop a comment down below. This is some of the best choices in map design that I think Fortnite has made. There's a lot of dead space in the center, which I imagine over the season, over the next couple of seasons, they're going to change all of that. I really like the different elevations and the way the map actually, like the ground curves. So do make sure to check it out. Now, this was my tier list. I made this tier list. So if you want it, it's on there. You just have to search on Tier List Maker, Chapter 3, Season 1 POIs. Now, the giveaway I talked about at the beginning, I'm going to post a picture of my tier list on my Twitter. The link will be down below. Make sure to follow, like the picture, and that's all you have to do. The winner will be getting 2,000 V-Bucks. Whether you want that, PayPal or whatever, you'll be receiving that. So make sure to go to the Twitter and follow that and like the picture. Anyone that likes it will be entered in the giveaway, and then someone will win. Now make sure to follow the Twitch as well. I'm doing giveaways all through December. So if you do come through, you'll be able to do it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one.